Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel everyone. As you may know, I have been very much into Notion lately. It's been actually like my brain. My brain lives here literally all my life. If you see in my side panel, my entire life is on Notion. So I've made a few videos about this already, so definitely go check them out if you haven't already. But today we're going to dive into how I manage my university workload and how I organize my university assignments, my lecture notes, my timetable and stuff like that in Notion. So make sure to keep watching because at the end I will be sharing how to get my templates and how to actually implement this into your own Notion system. That's the beautiful thing. You can customize it to however you like. And for me, I don't like being rigid and I like to have my own systems that actually work for me. And so that I don't feel like I'm, trying to fit a square peg into a round hole when actually, some planners don't really work for me. So I like using Notion in tandem with Google Calendar. So I will definitely show you how I do that in another video. But anyway, let's get into the tour of my University Hub in Notion. So what you're looking at right now is my University Hub homepage, and I've got like a cloudy background themed all of my main pages and, a little grad hat for university. And this is my homepage. It is very simple. I don't like having a load of things on the homepage because it just makes it feel cluttered. And yeah, so on the left here, you can see a link to my timetable, which is my timetable. You can use this area to link your modules or your units, however your university calls them. And this semester I only have gender, sexuality, science and technology, and also ideas about terrorism. If you don't know already, I study sociology at the University of Bath. Anyway, these are the main pages, and then you have my uni archive, where I archive everything that I don't actually need anymore that I used to use. So for example, semester 1 assignments that I clearly, it's semester 2 right now, so I don't need that. And then I've got a link to my careers page, just because, university careers kind of linked. And I've also got a link to my dissertation hub, which I have gone through in this video, so make sure to go check that out if you haven't already. And down here you can see all my semester 2 assignments, which is very useful. The thing about Notion is that it's a very powerful organization productivity tool, and the biggest, most helpful thing is probably its database capabilities. So if you're like me and don't really like to code that much, all the pre-assigned property types are really helpful, but you can also add formulas, relations, roll-ups and things that you can find in the Notion help hub kind of thing on their website. But I don't really use too much of that because I like to keep it simple. But this is how I break down my assignments. So as you can see here, I've got 3 assignments this term in addition to my dissertation, and you have the unit assignment names, so assignment 1, assignment 2, the final assignment, and then I've got the unit tag, which you can put in here. I've put the date that is due and the status. I haven't started it, I don't even know the questions yet, so I can't start it. And then all the word count and also the time to complete. So go to this video if you want to see how I break that down. But let's have a look at the unit pages in more detail. So let's go into gender, sex, science and tech. And for my unit pages, I like to keep it simple again. So right here you can see the unit information, so all the default information, so the lecturer, when the unit takes place, the class, where it takes place on Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Classroom or whatever it's called. And here you can see that I put in the office hours email of my lecturer. Obviously I'm covering this up because it's private information, but it's really helpful to actually have everything in one place. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see that I've actually included a link to the assignments, which you have actually seen on the previous page here. And so the great thing about Notion is that you can actually link between pages. So it's really, really powerful. All you need to write is @ and then whatever page you want to. So for example, that was SP30276, gender, sex, science and tech. And this comes up and you can link to that page. And if you continue scrolling, this is actually where you come to lecture notes. And we're on week 22 at the moment, actually coming into week 23 as I'm filming this right now. And I have the name of the week, tag, so whether I reviewed or completed it, so I've completed this one, the date of the lecture, so that I know, just keeping everything organized. And inside the lecture note page, I've also created a template that you guys will be able to steal and borrow and use if you find this useful. And basically, there's the topic of the week, which I clearly haven't filled in, reading for the week, which is also empty. I haven't done the reading for that, whoops. And also I've included a table of contents, which is super useful because, you want to be able to jump to the correct, section without having to scroll through the entire page, because lecture notes can end up being a really, really long document. I'll actually show you how you can use templates. So if you open an empty page, it's an empty page, I haven't done anything to it, and I have created a lecture notes template which I will make available for you to use at the end. So you want to click on the lecture notes template and you'll automatically actually fill this all out. So as you can see, it's all been filled out with exactly what you've seen on the previous page that I've actually filled in with notes, except this is empty and ready for you to fill in. So you can see the topic and reading page, or where you can put your reading for the week. I've also already put in headings for you. So this is heading 2, as you can see here. This is heading 3. Do you know what? I'm going to change this to heading 1, just so it's more organized. There you go. And if we go back out to the assignments, I will show you how I also organize those. And you will have seen this in my other video as well, but I'm going to briefly show you. This is the template that I use for my essays, and, where you can dump the literature, your essay outline, the draft, any guidelines that are specific to that unit. And it makes it really, really easy, because then you're just going back to the same thing and just filling in the blanks, and you don't need to make the whole structure again. But anyway, I hope this was really useful, because honestly, Notion has been a lifesaver in terms of uni and life in general, especially when I'm looking at careers and job applications and stuff after I graduate. But anyway, you can find a link to my entire University Hub template in the description below, so make sure to check that out. If there are any issues, just message me or drop a comment under this video so that I can amend that quickly. But with all that said, I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.